Hey guys, I got a couple minutes, so I figured I'd answer a question that's commonly asked: is why do I not order my trucks with factory air? What I mean by factory air is Ram offers the system that levels your truck via air, compressor, and airbags, right? If you're new to the channel, I have quite a few of these pickups. Every pickup I have has airbags, so it's kind of dumb not to order them, right? Nowadays, you can't get anything off the lot. As far as pickup trucks go, you got to order them, so why don't you just order them with factory air, Paul? Very commonly asked. I don't like the system. It's too complex for what I need. I've had a 19. Keep in mind, guys, if I forget, 2 pointers. I've had a 19. I've utilized them myself personally, and then I have customers that come through the shop, and weighing all this together, I absolutely zeroed out factory air. To begin with, I said no to it. And then in 19 now, I'm like, okay, fine. I'll give it a whirl. Guys, no. It's not a bad system, but it's over complex for what we need. And what we need, we just need to keep our truck more or less level and for a smoother ride down the road. So, with that in mind, factory air is over complex. A couple things that stands out to me is sometimes out of the blue, I got an error message on my system. Unknown. I even asked the dealership. I have a very good relationship with my dealership, Dishman Dodge, and they're like, Paul, we don't know what to tell you. It's working fine now. It's just, let's see how it rides out. So, and another thing is, so the uncertainty, like, okay, are you going to work on me or are you not going to work on me? That's why I'm claiming it's over complex. And the next one is if you overload the drive. So if you put too much pressure on those airbags, they say, nope, no more, and they kind of freeze up the system. They don't dump the air out of them. They don't overpump it. They just hold it right there until they see fit to get back into action. Like, that's dumb. In my opinion, that's dumb. A lot of people probably helps them out. I guess it's a fail-safe, on their side, saying, well, we got too much, resistance here, and we'll shut her down. I don't know. Teach their own. I paid for the system. I want it to work when I need it to work. Okay. I will go to the scale and I will scale out and determine if I have too much weight on the rear or not. So that's my thing. The long run. Now keep in mind, my truck was ran up to like 50,000 miles and some change, and I was having these little issues. Now I have customers that have the system. And primarily one buddy of mine had the system. He's going through New York, going through some kind of tunnel or bridge. And all the time, these bridges got this little, the joints, they hit. Well, he was hauling a gooseneck, and all the joint, it hit, and his valve came out. So every air reserve or air tank has a mechanical valve. Once it reaches a certain PSI, it opens. Well, it opened and it dumped all his air, and he was well loaded, and he was dragging his tail, just to the first exit. And then he got in there, pushed that thing back in, and the system built air, and he was back in business. But that's pretty retarded, if you ask me. What I'd like to do is I like to buy the extreme duty Firestone ones. The heavy duty are pretty much what it means. Extreme is 7,500. Heavy duty is 5,000 pounds, and they're more than plenty. As long as you have air in the airbags. I've seen these things last 5-6 years. I want to claim I still have one set that's north of 500,000. Okay? That's it. Put some air in them, work them, and they're fine. If you deflate those things and you load it heavy, it kind of chews it out and destroys the airbags. So that's one thing you got to watch out on these manual ones. But yeah, like a lot of things nowadays, they're over complex for, I don't know, claim it what you want, but I say they're over complex for something so simple. I think it's a good thing that the valve's there, but I think they need to go the extra mile, give you a heavier duty system that it could take a little bit more than X amount on the rear axle. It could take a little more than a hit. Obviously that valve's better than blowing your airbags out, but guys, we have never blown out airbags from a hit. We've blown out tires, but we haven't, blown out airbags. So take it for what it is. Hopefully I can answer this question once and for all. I know there's a lot of new people on my channel, so that's why I just keep throwing it out there. Hey guys, I have multiple of these units. Hey guys, we've done XYZ. It's never based off one truck. It always starts with one truck. 99% of the stuff that goes into my fleet gets tested on here. That's why I have this truck. I absolutely love my truck. Go check out my channel. I have reviews on my truck. But stay focused. I will not order, unless I see some dramatic change in the factory air system, I will not order another factory air in the Ram. I'm not saying they're a horrendous system. It's not a bad system for average Joe that hooks up his boat and it needs to drop the rear end of his truck an inch or two because he's lazy to pedal or whatever. I'm more an old school. I'd much rather give it a little extra effort but make sure it's reliable. Mechanical over electric, that kind of stuff, you know. I'll definitely work a little harder to have reliability over simplicity. Obviously it has to be balanced, but that's just how I am. If it's not too much effort, I will always go the reliable route versus the convenient route. Anyways, guys, as always, may the Lord bless you. May you all mighty fine day, and let me know what else you guys want to know. I will do my best to answer these little questions that come through here and there, and do that for y'all. Ciao, bye.